Did you know that voting laws in Virginia have changed? Virginia Organizing wants you to be prepared and for your vote to count. The Richmond chapter of Virginia Organizing partnered with local organizations to create a panel of experts to help you make sense of the new law and to know what you need to bring to the polls to vote. See what our experts have to say.
If you go to the polls with no identification, for example, you will have to vote a provisional ballot, and you will have 2.5 days from Friday at noon to bring in some form of identification, some form of voter ID, or your ballot won't be counted. The voter registration card that you have, to the license, to the Virginia voter, to the Virginia ID, which is an also DMV card. It also includes everything from an ID that you might get from a university, institution of higher learning, from a private, a public, or a lower institution that works within the framework of a higher institution of learning, to a utility bill that has your name, your current address, to another bill that's part of the bill, the gun permit. So there's a variety of forms of ID that are permissible, and that we need to get that message out that it's not a photo ID bill, but there are other ways to confirm your identity at the polls, and that if for some reason you're unprepared on election day, there still is the opportunity through a variety of means to get that form of ID in.
The State Board of Elections is planning on sending out voter registration cards for all registered voters in the late September time frame this year. If you have not received that new voter registration card, the first thing you need to do the first part of October is to check with your local registrar to make sure that you are registered to vote at your current address.
Students need to know that if you have a student ID from an institute of higher learning in Virginia, that is valid voter ID this year. And so if you have students in your family, if you are a student, you need to make sure that students know that. They keep their student IDs with them pretty much at all times now so that they can use it to get in and out of buildings. So that's something that they keep in their wallet, they keep in their purse, and they have on them every day. The Lawyers Committee, which is one of the sponsors of tonight, they provide a hotline. It's 866-RVOTE. And so if you have questions, or if you're with folks and they have questions, they can call that line, and there are lawyers on the line that can walk them through the process. Because a lot of people get confused, especially first-time voters, if they walk in and they're told that they are in the wrong place. There's probably going to be long lines, and people might get discouraged, and they might not have the time to go home, look up where their correct polling location is, and then go and wait in line all over again. And so if you can work outside the polls, help people figure out where they need to go, it can really be a great service, and you can help someone actually have their vote count. Because our goal is for every single person in Virginia who is of age and is registered and has the right to vote and registered and wants to vote should have their vote count this year.